Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, live the life we love. Don't forget to loaf, and for all my sexually fluid friends, lubricate. Now, natural to our body is well being, and laughter is one of the things that helps you experience the well being. If you let it be, it'll all be well. So, I like to make fun of my own cultural background. If you're getting married, you're really concerned about, is your mom going to like the potential fiance? And so this one guy, when he got engaged, he said, "Listen, mom, I'm engaged. That's wonderful, but I want to play a game. I want to bring over three women and see if you can tell who's the one that I'm interested in." So she says yes, agrees. She comes down, sits down like, a blonde, the brunette, the redhead. They sit down in the middle of the couch. The blonde is in the middle. And so he says to his mom, "What do you think?" She says, um, "The one in the middle." She says, "How'd you know?" She says, "She's the one I don't like." Ooh, caustic, right? So he goes to his rabbi. He's very, very upset. He says, "What should I do? My mother's rejecting all the women who I bring home." He says, "Find one who's like your mother, looks like your mother, sounds like your mother, cooks like your mother, has the same attitude as your mother. That'll be fine." So he goes back, he does the search, comes back. The rabbi says, "How did it go?" He says, "Fine, I found someone like that, but now my father doesn't like her." Okay, let's move right along here. All right. Anyway, every day I say practice is important. Of course, I lean toward the yogic practices, but any practice that you do, especially one that has an art form connected to it, and you can make your life art. So anything can be your practice, from making your pasta sauce to how you do your garden to how you put your color coordination together. Um, but the whole idea is part of the practice gets you out of your verbal mind where you're actually engaged in something so fully you feel complete and whole when you're doing it. Nothing needs to be added to it, nothing needs to be taken away from it. Uh, it's a better moment. And when you get here fully, it feels so good. You wonder, why would you want to be anywhere else? Why would you be distracted into the past, into the future, just being alive right now? So it's a very effective way to train yourself to experience the fullness of life. So you got to spend some time sitting still, quiet, no distractions, and watch how your mind works. Then you find that learning is a real buzz, and you're going to reshape your life with ideas that maybe you've never considered before. Because so you exchange your personal perception, which has theoretical and experiential bias and confirmation bias, for a broader perspective, which is what I think yoga offers you. And then you're going to find that so many more of your days can end on a high note instead of a depressing low note or being down in the doldrums. So, although yoga sometimes seems to give you what I would call mythical fiction expressed as fact, and it's a real crossover between what's scientific in yoga and what's not. For those of you who haven't heard me say this before, for those of you who have, bear with me. They say that there's a dormant potential lying at the base of your spine called the Kundalini, and it's symbolized as a snake wrapped 3.5 times coiled around the base of your spine. The idea is to raise it up into your head, right? But the idea, of course, is a poetic image because there is no snake at the base of the human spine. How do we know? We've dissected people, and so it's a metaphor. But at the same time, they say if you slow your breath down below 8 a minute, you're going to shift into your brainwave states. And of course, science shows us that's really true. There's a relationship between slowed respiration and what kind of brainwave is elicited as a result of that. So you have to find out what's fact, what's fiction, and the way you do that is by not only reading about other people, right? Because remember I said yesterday, you have to stop living off other people's ideas. You got to work to feel for yourself. And then the most important thing is you take your own ideas like children, you protect them, you defend them, you help them grow, and then you put yourself out for what you believe. And that's what I got to say today. Have a great day. Still not too late to get into our class at 11 o'clock, Yoga and the Upanishads. Go to GabrielHalpern.com to sign up. Otherwise, we'll be back in 2 weeks with Good Vibrations class again, except that this time we'll be doing the Yoga Sutras. Have a wonderful day.